Okay. Just start us off, Bev, with your thoughts on this matchup tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, very excited for an opportunity to play them again. I know the last time we saw them was away and was for league. And obviously, we're not happy with the result for that match. So I think to be able to play them this quickly, to be able to look at the film, see things that we would adjust, go over it with the group and build off of our performance against Rayanes. And to put ourselves in a spot where obviously, using this time frame right now to play with certain things, I think has really benefited us. And I think has really given us an opportunity to see where we're at.
North Carolina plays in a very specific possession style.
Mhm.
You always kind of know how they're going to play. Is there ever a temptation as a coach to kind of knowing that adjust what you want to do, or do you just say we're going to play our own game?
Yeah, and look, they're a very respectable side. I know obviously last game I missed to my unfortunate circumstance with my family, and I received a message from every single one of their staff members on coaching staff. I think they're a respectable side from a playing standpoint, but I also respect who they are. And I think when you're playing a team like this, a very fluid, respectable side, I think we have obviously we have conversations about what we can do to prevent, but we also need conversations and we've talked a lot about what we can do to keep the ball. And I think for us putting ourselves in those positions to be able to punish them and keep possession longer, I think will massively help us and massively continue to build our momentum into the match itself.
And being able to do that so quickly, it's fresh in their minds. Is that an advantage as well?
Yeah, I believe it is. I believe it is because obviously, like, there's so much motivation and fueling, but the players naturally already have it, don't they? It's so easy to go back and grab that memory because it happened so just such a short time ago that motivating them is obviously my job and our job as a coaching staff. But I think that there's a little bit less of it right now because it's such a quick turnaround and it's still it is present for them.
We saw penalties at the end of the match today. Is it something that's been practiced every day, just in case?
Yeah, we've been practicing them. We practiced them last week. We practiced them this week as well. Yeah, of course. It's just due to the measures, isn't it? The tournament itself is if you end in a tie, it goes straight to PK. So it's just measures that we're taking to ensure, who would be on the field, what type these types of measures being taken. Yes.
The tendency in global football and penalties is kind of to really, really study them, but I know you probably don't have as much game tape. So is there something you do specifically to prepare for the other team taking penalties, or is that just, you just kind of worry about yourself?
Yes, we have mechanisms as a staff to prepare the goalkeepers for us to be able to provide them that information and that information quickly. So we have a lot of processes in place for that specifically. Yes.
Did you learn anything in the last game against Rayanes that could be beneficial against Carolina?
Yeah, and I think for us, obviously, in and out of momentum in the first half, a very good second half, in my opinion. In the fashion that was expected. Obviously, I won't dive into tactics, but in the fashion that was expected from the group, I thought the group adapted massively. And I thought the connections, I thought the fluidity, I thought the creativity and what the understanding was of what we wanted to occupy and how we wanted to occupy it. I think it helps us massively kind of moving forward into this next match. Again, I always get these questions of like, when is it going to be a full 90 minutes plus together in the same fashion, right? In that same momentum. And I think we're inching our way there. And I definitely believe that the group's performance specifically in that second half and in windows in the first half, I think puts us in a prime spot to continue to work on that in areas that we feel that we can hurt North Carolina.
We'll take it a little bit off track again. So you guys have two players over in the Olympics right now. As a coach, how exciting is it for you to see them over there and performing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously very proud for them, opportunity to represent their country, and obviously on a world stage, right? Great experience for them. I'm sure it's unbelievable from the opening ceremonies to the actual matches themselves. It's an experience they'll remember for a lifetime. And so for us, we're very proud for them to come from our team and our city, and very proud for them to have these experiences that they'll remember for a lifetime.
I know you're probably not thinking about it, but in case of like the group standings in this cup competition, I bet it's probably about growth leading up to potentially coming back into league play. do you guys, have you thought about that at all? Just North Carolina being right behind you? It's only been one game, but like, is that ever crossed your?
Yeah, and I think this is a really unique time, isn't it? I think you go through the first half of season, you have the 1 week break where everybody gets to mentally and physically refresh. And then you have specifically for us, we have these two tournaments, right? We obviously have the Summer Cup and then we have the Women's Cup. I think for us, it's a great opportunity to have a good chunk, a core group together for us. And specifically look at things that we can use this time frame for that we believe will benefit us at the start of the second half of the season. So it's a massive opportunity for us if we take advantage of this opportunity, and that's essentially how we see it.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys.